10 names like that right off the top.
Yeah, no, they were all like really top-notch people.
You know, it's funny, you don't see too much of film like that anymore with that many stars into it.
Well, it's because stars are so expensive now.
Right.
They can only afford one.
Now,
They can't have 10. You
well,
know?
she was on a project that we were going to talk about, but then after she saw the runs of that project site, she didn't want to talk about that movie. But really, what are you doing today? What's life like for
Very
Carol?
busy, really, really busy. I've just got a manager. I've never had a manager before, and he's kept me really, really busy meeting people and important people, and it's just been really exciting.
Good for
you know,
you.
yes, I must say, it kind of took me by surprise, to tell you the truth. But this has been a very, very busy and exciting time of my life, and I would just like it to continue like this forever and ever and ever.
Well, to be here at an autograph show, and
this
to be in
is
the front,
fun.
and all of a sudden everyone recognizes you walking straight through it. I mean, this must be kind of nice.
Well, I've always been kind of recognizable. Sometimes they think I'm Carol Baker, which is cool too, because she's here today.
Yeah.
And I met her about 2 years ago, and I was just so happy to meet her. She's such a nice lady, and I just love her work. And we kept saying, Carol, Carol, hello, hello, you know. And people thought we were going to get into a cat fight or something, but she's just a terrific, very talented, lovely lady who I would love to work with. And but to get back to your question. Sometimes people get their blondes mixed up, and so that I actually had a woman say, "Oh, I love you, Miss Lombard, in all of your movies," and I was quite taken aback. And I was an older lady, and I said, "No, I'm very sorry to tell you, but Miss Lombard's been dead for quite a long time." And she said, "Oh, Miss Lombard, you've always been one of my favorites." I went, "Oh, okay."
Well, and today we have like time is money, so we grabbed her out of this.
Yeah, I'm losing money talking to you.
And we're going to let her go back in. In the
Great,
meantime, I
got
wanted
a
you to
sign.
see Carol Lynley and visit a little time with her. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
All right, Ben.
Thank you.
Here's a few of my fans.
You know something? We got a crowd looking at us right now. We pulled her out of this little party we're at right now. From Mike Hammer, Jenny, Lee Benton. Can you believe this? We grab you right here.
He's got me. He's got me. This man, this is the man. This is the man.
You recognize her from Mike Hammer, but really, let's talk about what you're doing now. You've got 2 movies really in the works and coming out now.
Yes, as a matter of fact, well, on Mike Hammer, I played Jenny, the bartender. We're on twice a day now on cable, which I won't mention. We won't mention which cable, but bottom line is I just finished a film called Second Chances. I played a doctor, which is a really good, juicy role. And I have a film coming up now. I start this month called Trevor and the Toads, which is a real funny comedy. And I play a teacher in this. So I'm breaking out of the mold of the mobster's girlfriend, the other woman.
The mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, going from 2 different types, from playing from a doctor to a comedy, really, I think is what really Hollywood's looking for. They're finally recognizing you for your talent, not just those looks.
That's true.
But the truth is, to survive in this town, it's not looks, it's talent over a long period of time.
It really is.
So you're really getting some good chances to show
Yes,
a
thanks
range.
God. People are giving me a chance to break away from the old syndrome of, you know, the va-va-va-voom, the vamp, and really play who I am.
Right.
And I may be a blonde, but I have brunette brains, right? So it's great. It's great that we are able to do that and show a different side of Lee Benton. But you know what? I just think it's wonderful. You were discussing earlier that you're doing all types of charities, and I just think it's really terrific that, you know, God is going to bless you if he hasn't already for giving all your time to all the other, you know, to people, period. Because that's what it's all about. God is love and loving other people.
Well, you know, we've been very fortunate, and to do a little commercial PSA for us, we have now, in this particular show, we've been on 9 months. We're the #1 show in cable, 24
Congratulations,
stations.
that's great.
But last week, so between last Saturday night and tonight, I guess, we hit our 200th mark of celebrities who've been on our show last Saturday night.
That's good.
And with this show coming on, we're about 210 right now. But I'll tell you what has really been amazing to us, the real generosity of celebrities who've come out for public causes. I know you've been involved with the Cancer Society, Diabetes Society.
Yes.
We were doing a show for American Cancer Society just last month. I got a phone call. They were honoring a lady. She had time to only 30 minutes from the time she got off the plane till she accepted an award, Julia Child. She
Bless
called
her
us,
heart.
came in, 83 years old.
Bless her.
Did a 30-minute one-on-one show with us. We talked about her life. She was a cancer victim. She found a lump herself by her self-examination. Got it taken care of, and stomping for the American Cancer Society ever since, talking about early prevention. But when we talk about the stars that have been on this show, the Milton Berles, the Robin Williams, the Billy Crystals, Tony Danza, Bob Hope twice, Sid Caesar, Sid Charisse, Tony Martin.
And now Lee Benton.
And now Lee Benton.
That's right. He saved the best for last. That's what it is.
I finally got someone under 50. The reality is that the amount of people we met through all these charities and the stars who come on to talk about charitable events has simply amazed us, because really Hollywood has been called on all the way back from the World War days to come out for the country, come out for charities, come out to do things and to lend their credibility and their notoriety to a worthy cause. And the response to us has just been overwhelming.
Well, you know what? That's what it's all about. If people cannot give back, what good are they?
That's true.
Just to do films and TV just to receive the notoriety and to receive the fame, the fortune, to me, that means nothing. That means zero. But when you have celebrities who really care, who have a heart, who spend time behind the scenes, there are a lot of stars that spend time on their off season doing charity work, such as what you do. And by the way, you've got it on tape. That you can market as of today. Anything that I can do to help you with your charities, I'd love to be another one. I'd love to help you.
We get probably 5 to 6 calls a week from large charities asking us to come to the show.
I'll be there.
And it's so great, because when we say we can hopefully come, we'll be there, we'll bring a camera, we'll tell your story, and without any warning, we show up with 5 or 6 stars, the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah.
It just...
See, and that's what it's all about.
And
to raise money, to give, to help.
Right.
So I praise God for you.
I am so glad I got to meet you.
I'm so glad I've met you.
We really hope that
and he's a hunk.
the best for you. And maybe later on you'll see us on another show together. We'll get you to co-host a charity with us.
Let's do it.
We won't tell anyone until we get there.
Okay.
We'll co-host a charity. Maybe we'll do it like one of your favorite charities, like the Cancer Society, something like that.
All right.
We have plenty of stuff for them. We have diabetes coming up. We've got cystic fibrosis. We've got the Kidney Foundation.
I've done all of those from time to time. So I'd love to help you.
We'll get out there. And
if I'm not shooting, if I'm not on location, I'll be there.
You'll be there.
My word.
On the town, Mike Farah and co-host Lee Benton.
That's right. God bless you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it. I'm here again with one of the most beautiful ladies in television, Lydia Cornell, Too Close for Comfort. And here on the Celebrity Foundation for Children, or on the town as we're stomping for charities, you're no stranger to that event also. And you've been involved with Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Starbright.
And you're also a mother yourself, aren't you? A little 3-year-old.
I have a 3-year-old boy named Jack. He is the light of my life, and I'm so passionate about children now. I can't even watch ER the other night without crying. I see a little baby in jeopardy, and I'm a basket case. Anything to do with children suffering. It's my biggest wish, is to help the children of the world somehow, to give back, to help the orphans in Romania that are living on the streets.
Well, we've actually going to enlist her in our help now with the Celebrity Foundation for Children. As you know, we go every week to a different charity and show you that charity, and have our friends, the other celebrities, join us. So we're going to be enlisting her help going to charities events. And of course, the Celebrity Foundation for Children does just that. Some of the charities you've been involved with, Make-A-Wish we've been there for, and the Children's Bureau, and St. Jude's Hospital for catastrophic diseases for children. But tell us, what are you doing now in the business, and what's on your plate coming forward?
Gosh, I spent the 80s on TV, on every show you can name just about.
Yeah.
And now that I had Jack, I started writing. Actually, I was always writing, but I wrote a novel on the Trotsky assassination.
Right.
And I wrote a movie called The Venus Conspiracy, which is a really politically subversive film about, it's a wild comedy, something I'm really intensely passionate about young women and what they go through with dieting and the obsession with, it's like a government plot to keep us thin and insecure.
A government plot?
Yeah, actually, a big business conspiracy to keep us thin and insecure.
Well, in the movie industry, that is a problem too, bulimia.
Yeah.
As eating disorders are a very serious disorder that is prevalent in the movie industry, and the pressure to stay thin.
It's sick.
It is sick, and it started really in the 20s, and what they did, and Judy Garland and some of the others who have, and it came to light later on how it destroyed their lives later on,
Right.
and they never got off the pills and everything that they had to use. It still is it still is a problem today, though, isn't it, Lydia?
Big problem. In fact, on my show, the producer yelled at me one day for eating a sandwich. He said, "There's bread in that. Don't you know you're a sex symbol?" I'm not kidding. I dropped the M&Ms, the burrito, the bread. You know, I was kind of overeating that day. But it's really sick to present this image to young women that is unnatural.
Right.
We're not supposed to be a size 2. And my best friend, one of my friends on Melrose Place, she just quit because the dieting was so constant. She didn't like selling that image to young women.
Right.
Women don't look airbrushed with bony pelvises, like wombless, buttless mutants.
Right.
It's crazy.
Well, you know, it is very different, because when I see some of the people we've interviewed and see how thin they are, and you look at them and you want to say, you know, in real life they don't look attractive, and that's a problem.
It's not attractive. I don't know where we got this idea. Women are supposed to have hips and be voluptuous and, you know, have a shape, so we don't look like little boys.
I have found myself, when I look at somebody on camera, and then when I actually come up and sometimes interview them, and how small they are, and really just you can see their bones through their skin, and you almost really want to hold your hand and say, you know, you don't have to do this. But you know, it's not the actress, it's not the talent, it's the producer and director who's doing this.
Yeah, it's very bizarre how we've twisted the image. Women used to be, you know, when you shake someone's hand and it's a wet noodle, or it's a limp noodle, that's scary. Plus, women aren't allowed to age.
Right.
I want to change this. I really.
She wants to age.
I want to change it so we can look like Sean Connery when we're.
Now tell me, Lydia, what do you want to do now? I mean, what's on your plate? What's your next project that you're excited about, at least?
The Venus Conspiracy. Yeah. But I want to direct, and I want to do only films that enlighten and help the world. Films, books, TV. I am so sick of focusing on criminals and guns and explosions and white trash, like looking at the low side of life.
Right.
I'm saturated with it. It's enough already, enough violence and enough looking at the negative. We need to start lifting our consciousness, helping people to see that there is power in the world if you
go out and grab it.
If you grab it, if you have faith, if you do good works, you know, helping others.
It's a big transition, though, from going on-screen talent to behind the camera, though, isn't it?
It's a big transition, but it seems like the natural evolution of an artist. And the first time around, I was a very naive young kid in town, and I just got thrown into this business. It was my third audition. I was on a series, went to Greece and did a film with James Earl Jones and Jose Ferrer, and I was starstruck. And now I want to do things for people rather than just for myself. So I think, you know, we all evolve and change.
You've come full circle, because I remember during the 80s, you were on the cover of TV Guide 3 times with Too Close for Comfort. And, you know, the whole cast was just lined up, you know, doing that. And here we are today really talking about being really the fountain of creativity to start a project, write it, hopefully direct it. Do you find behind that camera, do you find that there's obstacles to that, though, for a woman in your situation coming from the talent side?
Absolutely. But I truly believe that your thoughts create your reality. Your beliefs create your reality. If you believe in yourself and you have faith that what you're doing is right for the world, it will come to fruition. And I really believe nothing's impossible. And now we're coming into a new era. You know, Princess Diana showed the world that loving one another is really the most important thing. And spreading that message. And women really have that spiritual, we're the more, I hate to say it, we're the more spiritual ones.
Go ahead, offend me.
Men. I love men.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Venus conspiracy.
The Venus, I can understand why. Well, there's a Mars conspiracy coming off here, I know, because there was a Venus conspiracy. But I want to thank you for spending some time with us, and maybe you'll see her again on The Town. And when we go to a charity event, we'll give her a call and see if we can talk you into making an appearance with us and helping a charity for children, because I know that's what you're into. And we're there at least every 2 weeks for a children's charity. And hopefully you'll see her arrive with us again on